Okay, we continue 6-8 reading text, page 40. Again, the rules are all the same like I said in the previous videos. Alternate the strokes. Make sure that the right hand and the left hand sound the same. Bass drum 1 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are no accents, no dynamic markings, or no expressions. So everything should sound the same. It's recommended you use alternating strokes. I will occasionally use one hand for instructional purposes. What I'm going to do again is break down the counts of 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, and then play the measure complete. Okay, here we go. Page 40, line 1. You have 1 E and 2, 3 E and. Okay, then 4 and 5 and 6. Then complete measure number 1, line 1. 1 E and 2, 3 E and 4 and 5 and 6. Measure number 2, line number 1. Breakdown. 1 E and 2 E and 3. Then 4, 5 and 6 E and. Line 1, second measure complete. 1 E and 2 E and 3, 4, 5 and 6 E and. Line 1, measure number 3, breakdown. You have 1 and 2, 3, 1 and 2. Another mistake. Oh, mercy. These editors, proofreaders. Okay, line 1, measure number 3. 2/16. 1 and an eighth note, which is 2. Now, you should have either, you have a 16th note and an eighth note. It should be no. It should be an eighth note only. 1 and 2, or 2/16 rather, 3. It should be 1 and 2, 3 and. So make that, tie the note over and make that 2/16 notes. Okay, measure number 3. 1 and 2, 3 and. Then 4, 5 and 6. All right, we're going to make that 2/16 there, remember. So just tie the note over to the eighth note. You have 1 and 2, 3 and. Okay, let's do it again. Complete. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Line number 1. Last measure, breakdown. 1 E and 2, 3 and. Then 4, 5, 6 and. Line 1, measure number 4, complete. 1 E and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 and. Okay, line number 2, measure number 1, breakdown. 1 E and 2, 3, 4 E and 5, 6. Line 2, measure number 1, complete. 1 E and 2, 3, 4 E and 5, 6. Okay, line 2, measure number 2, breakdown. 1 E and 2, 3 and. Then 4 E and 5, 6. Line 2, measure number 2, complete. 1 E and 2, 3 and 4 E and 5, 6. Line 2, measure number 3, breakdown. 1 E and 2 E and 3. Then 4 E and 5, 6. Line number 2, measure number 3, complete. 1 E and 2 E and 3. Line 2, measure number 4, breakdown. 1, 2E and the 3, 4, 5E and the 6. Line 2, measure number 4, complete. 1, 2E and the 3, 4, 5E and the 6. Line 3, measure number 1, breakdown. 1 and 2, 3, then 4E and the 5, 6, and. Line 3, measure number 1, complete. 1 and 2, 3, 4E and the 5, 6, and. Line 3, measure number 2, breakdown. 1E and the 2, 3, and then 4E and the 5E and the 6. Line 3, measure number 2, complete. 1E and the 2, 3, 4E and the 5E and the 6. Line 3, measure number 3, breakdown. 1E and the 2, 3, and then 4, 5 and the 6. Line 3, measure number 3, complete. 1E and the 2, 3, 4, 5 and the 6. Okay. Line number 3, measure number 4, breakdown. 1 and 2E and the 3 and, then 4, 5 and 6. Line 3, measure number 4, complete. 1 and 2E and the 3 and 4, 5 and 6. All right, line 4, measure number 1. I'm not going to be able to break this down. I'm going to play the measures slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and Number 4, line 4, measure number 1, complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and Line 4, measure number 2, breakdown. 1E and the 2E and the 3. Then 4, 5E and the 6. Line 4, measure number 2, complete. 1E and the 2E and the 3. 4, 5E and the 6. Line 4, measure number 3, breakdown. 1E and the 2, 3 and, then 4E and the 5, 6. Line 4, measure number 3, complete. 1E and the 2, 3 and 4E and the 5, 6. Line 4, last measure, breakdown. 1E and the 2E and the 3, then 4 and 5, 6. Line 4, measure number 4, complete. 1E and the 2E and the 3, 4 and 5, 6. Okay. Line 5, there seems to be another misprint. No, there's not. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Line 5, breakdown. 1 and 2 and the 3, then 4, 5 and 6E and. Line 5, measure number 1, complete. 1 and 2 and the 3, 4, 5 and 6E and. Line 5, measure number 2, breakdown. 1 and 2 and the 3, then 4, 5, 6. Line 5, measure number 2, complete. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me do that again. Missed. 1 and 2 and the 3, 4, 5, 6. Line 5, measure number 3, breakdown. 1, 2, 3 and then 4 and 5, 6. Line 5, measure number 3, complete. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6. Okay, line 5, measure number 4, breakdown. 1 and 2 and 3, then 4 and 5, 6 and. Line 5, last measure, measure number 4, complete. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6 and. Line 6, measure number 1, breakdown. 1 and 2 and 3 and, then you have 4E and 5, 6. Okay, line 6, measure number 1, complete. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4E and 5, 6. Line 6, measure number 2, breakdown. 1, 2 and 3, then 4 and 5, 6. Line 6, measure number 2, complete. 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6. Line 6, measure number 3, breakdown. 1E and 2E and 3, then 4 and 5, 6. Line 6, measure number 3, complete. 1E and 2E and 3, 4 and 5, 6. Line 6, measure number 4, breakdown. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. Line 6, measure number 4, complete. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Okay, that takes care of page 40. Next, page 41, next video. Okay, any feedback would be appreciated. I'm going to leave my email, or you can comment on YouTube or Facebook, or email me direct. I have my email up there. Any input would be appreciated, whether I'm not explaining it slow, or I'm too fast, or not too much in depth. You want me to break it down a little bit more, I will. So I would appreciate it. All that feedback would help me help you. So that concludes page 40.